Hi there. I wanted to give a quick shout out before the video starts and say hello to maskedwallaby, who left a comment on Reddit on my last video. He was really excited. He posted a comment. He says, "Great, another exploit." So in his honor, I'd like to call the first run on targeting that you're going to see here, I'd like to give that the name of the Wallaby Sloop. I know he'll be just as excited as I am to discover it. And then, the rest of the video, let's let the community decide what to call that. I think you'll be interested, and I think this is a good one, so enjoy. Welcome back to Radiant Ruins Squadrons. Here I'm using the technique that we talked about yesterday. So I'm holding down the trigger, and I'm waiting for the minimum distance basically to release the trigger for me and fire my protons. This lineup is sort of slightly to the left or slightly to the right of the nose, depending on which angle you want to take, directly towards targeting. I've got targeting targeted. And I run this, I think I actually ran this about 5 or 6 times in a row, just to demonstrate, but here are the 4 best ones. And yeah, I've only spent about 4 or 5 minutes practicing this lineup, and it's really, really easy once you learn it. Probably easier than the Sloop to get to, because you're just sort of on that normal attack angle at the front of the Star Destroyer anyway. You're not trying to get low and come up and inevitably end up being chased. So you can fire protons, you can fire obviously your piercings as well. But that proton, I think in normal mode, it does about 50% damage to targeting. This is a 5x Star Destroyer, so 5 times hull, 5 times shields. That's why it's not doing as much damage. But you can see very, very clearly that it is hitting every single time, every single run without a problem. Even when it looks like I'm too low to the hull, or when I hit that turret that's in the way, you'll see the damage come through. So, that's targeting. Moving on, you can hit the shield jets under the shields. So I'm going to do this slowly, and you can see what I'm doing exactly. So, instead of targeting the shield generator, target the Star Destroyer as a whole. Right, I'm right next to it, and I just fire my protons directly. So the lock is being generated on the Star Destroyer itself and not on the shield generator. Here's the lineup for it. So what I want to do is get the destroy icon of the Star Destroyer itself lined up with the shield gen. Yeah, so there's my line. I can come in. I think I'm just going to fire a proton this time, just to demonstrate I am under the shields. And there goes the proton, and there goes the damage on the shield gen. As I said, this is a 5x Star Destroyer, so the damage looks much less than it would be normally, but it is a custom game, so it's online. Conditions are as it would be in a real game. And again, this is very, very repeatable. It's very easy to find this line, and your protons are going literally from point blank. You cannot miss. You have none of the issues that you get with a Sloop in terms of, where did my torpedo go? It's completely repeatable, and in my opinion, this is the best way now, probably, to kill a shield gen. I think piercings are probably viable as well. I would, without giving too much away, I might talk about this in another video, but if you were targeting the Star Destroyer as a whole, and then you manually line up on the shield gen from a distance with your piercing, and you use the minimum distance technique, you can avoid your piercing being thrown off by any of the weird homing that it tries to do on the shield gen, and your piercing will always hit then. And that works on the MC too. You can also do this on cruisers, so if you target the Star Destroyer from a cruiser, you can actually fire your Proton Torpedoes under the shields of the cruiser. Do what you want with that.